Hello, I'm Sarah Catlow, and this presentation is just going to give you a quick overview of the shoulder joint. Now, the shoulder joint is also known as the glenoid humeral joint, and it's highly versatile and a complex structure that plays a crucial role in upper limb mobility and function. Now, let's start by looking at the anatomy of the shoulder joint. So there are three bones that will make up the shoulder joint. The first one is the humerus, and this is the upper arm bone which forms the ball of the joint. We then have the scapula, which is also known as the shoulder blade, and it features a shallow socket called the glenoid in which the humeral head fits into. And then we have the clavicle, commonly known as the collarbone, and it connects the shoulder to the sternum and it helps stabilize the shoulder. As already said, the shoulder joint is known as the glenoid humeral joint, and it's a classic example of a ball and socket joint. Now, this unique type of joint structure allows for an exceptional range of motion, making the shoulder one of the most flexible joints in the human body. Again, what makes up the ball and socket joint itself? So the ball is the humeral head. Now the ball is the round head of the humerus, which is in the upper arm. And this kind of round shaped structure fits into the socket of the shoulder, and it provides the joint with a significant range of motion. Now the socket is also called the glenoid cavity. The socket is a shallow-like cup structure located on the lateral aspect of the scapula, the shoulder blade, and it's known as the glenoid cavity. It is much smaller in depth compared to the ball, which allows for extensive mobility, but it also makes the shoulder joint less stable. And then we have the labrum. Now, surrounding the glenoid cavity is the labrum, a ring of fiber cartilage that deepens the socket slightly and provides additional stability to the joint. The labrum helps to keep the humeral head securely positioned within the glenoid cavity. So we have articulations within the shoulder joint. This is where two bones will meet and form a joint. So we have the glenoid humeral joint, so the primary ball and socket joint where the humeral head fits into the glenoid cavity of the scapula. We have the acromion-clavicular joint, the AC joint, and this is the joint where the acromion of the scapula meets the clavicle. And then we have the sternoclavicular joint, the SC joint, and this joint is where the clavicle connects to the sternum.